lanes pushed, which will allow for the techies to be at places to put down those mines.
Exactly. This is funny. You're taking the words out of my mouth. I was just about to bring that up. There isn't that much wave shove over on the side of DogChamp, but they made up for that with their carry pick here. And this is one of the things that a techies really needs. Enemy towers to go down, which a TB is going to take care of, as well as shove those waves out. A lot of dark space to skulk around in and plant all of your traps to your heart's content.
Oh, Luki has been caught here. The battle hunger slow is not going to be enough to finish him off. Another stifling dagger. Just forcing him to get as low as possible.
Comfort's like, where are all you guys going? We're going in.
Yeah, why is nobody with me?
Cowards.
Pretty much.
Absolutely manly playstyle coming out from Comfort every single time.
And Yurine, he is going in here as well. Blast off, already threatened here. Just a few right clicks. It's always you're following a techies and it's just in your mind. Are there mines? Like, he should go for level 1 blast off. He should. Like, there's no doubt about it. But are there mines here?
Techies is information warfare, dude. And information is certainly one of the main concerns of Dota normally, but everybody else plays by the same kind of set rules. There's very few heroes that give vision, very few heroes that can see more than others, and then there's techies.
And see here already. There's the blast off straight onto the PA. And has a fair fire. He is actually gonna get ran at here, and he might just be dead. Yurine, no, nice body block there. Not even body block, just walking through, and just good harass onto both of them.
I mean, Comfort is missing creeps under tower right now. That's very painful for him.
And missed 2 creeps just due to that, and they didn't get anything off of it. And of course, the techies is multiple salves already used once, and just using all of it just straight onto them.
I don't think we're going to see any kills happen there soon unless Comfort really oversteps, though.
There's another blast off. Although Yurine once again into the trees. He's really just playing around the juking here, and Comfort jumps forward, and there's gonna be another fairy fire forced, and techies gets out. And once again, Comfort is missing creeps for that. In the mid lane, we're gonna have the Storm Spirit versus the Leshrac. How's that lane gonna go here?
The Lesh struggles a little bit on the early levels, can't push out as hard as the Storm can unless the Lesh lands some split earth. But the thing is that your damage is on these split earths as well, so you're going to have to choose to put it either on the hero or on the creeps, and you can't do both, which means the Storm pushes a little harder than you do. He's going to supplement a little bit more at the start, and then eventually you catch up. And you start threatening tower, which is something that Storm can't really do back to you.
Yeah. Meanwhile, bottom, we have the Terrorblade played by Stonebank, another illusion hero in his arsenal. A little bit different than the PL in this game, and he's going to be supplemented by the Ogre. How is this lane going to go for them? Oh, the courier gonna go down. That's always sad.
That is always sad. Well, the Rubik works very well versus this lane because you have the base damage reduction over on the Fade Bolt. So anytime the Terrorblade walks at you, you're going to deal a great deal of damage to him and to his ability to actually trade with you. So the Axis got off to a nice start here. They've pushed his TP under tower a couple of times as well, I see. So he's struggling a little bit. However, TB, they can't really kill him in this lane. They don't have enough damage unless they get off a free call with a lot of spins. And that should put Stonebank in a decent position to go into the jungle. But these spins deal damage, man. Ogre can't really afford to move over to the side and leave his carry alone.
Yeah. And you mentioned you were a little bit concerned about when they picked up the axe that like there could still be a counter pick to the axe, but right now this lane looks very, very nice here for Zor.
Yep, this TB is definitely a pick for the game and not for the lane.
Stonebank just walking at them. They got the ignite on both of them with the reflection. Just some good poke and harass. And
the
Zor
reflection.
now, he's just turning it around with the spins.
Yeah, the reflection is usually an indication that Terrorblade wants to be able to contest the lane at least a little bit. Otherwise, you would be going straight into the Conjure Image Metamorphosis. But he's struggling, and this Ogre has already spent all of his money on salves. Gonna bring his TB another one. Sadness.
There is gonna be the self. And Wake Me Up looking to cancel that one. It's gonna be able to, and now Stonebank very low here. The lift up. Stonebank needs to get under his tower. Zor, another spin. More than enough to finish off that Terrorblade. Wake Me Up is gonna get away and survives. The ignite not enough. And now Bloody 9 in trouble.
That hurts. He immediately buys another salve. It's not for him, I bet.
As up top, he did not get the deny on the techies.
Unfortunate. But the pressure from this lane is now increasing, and as you can see by the last hits from Yaren, most of the creeps in this lane have been also picked up by the Radiant, so just a little bit more equal than you'd normally see. But you can definitely secure ranged creeps with that blast off as well, and Shu denying himself.
Just commit a little bit of Sudoku.
Yeah, I mean, that's the undying life. At some point your mana pool is empty, regenning it up is going to take forever. You'd really rather just die and do it all over again with a fresh pool.
It's now Solji is gonna invade the triangle here. Also finds the techies, slows them down, but can't find the split earth. As at the same time, Luki up top. They know there's no techies there. They put down the tombstone, but it's not enough. But Solji's still gonna be looking for more. The split earth connects. Rayla Lisa here already though. And that's just taking so much damage from this Lash Rack. Both cores under tower, not gonna be able to do anything.
Now Rayla Lisa. Yeah, he doesn't even want that rune anymore. It's not worth it. He needs the full regen. That's going to allow Solji to snipe another camp here if he feels like it. Oh, he's going to take the rune. Sneaky.
Just any little economical advantage that you can edge out is nice. And right now it feels like all of these lanes are going pretty well here for Feld. As at the same time, bottom, they're gonna go onto Zor here with the jump in from Rayla Lisa. They find the kill onto the axe. Just as I mentioned, it goes well for Feld. I should really stop doing that, man. It's not good for them. It's not good for them.
No, I have a theory about this, and it is that whenever you're getting ready to praise something, it's because it's happening above expectations. And what that also means is that it's very likely the performance to return back to the norm, which is why caster curses happen. You're praising something extraordinary, but the game is ordinary. All on bottom.
They're gonna go on to Stonebank here. The call coming through. No level 6 for the Terrorblade yet, and with the spins, it's just more than enough. And now Bloody 9. Yeah, he is also bloody dead.
Rayla Lisa showed up here, but a little bit late, and he anticipated correctly, but not in time, and now he has wasted his time coming to bottom. No kills to have here. He just has to farm his way back to the mid lane.
Up top, they find the kill onto the Mars. I mean, this is getting a little bit out of control here for Feld.
It is. I expected there to be kill potential with this techies once the levels were up a little bit, but instead, he has mostly been looking to grab some extra levels over onto mid, stack a little bit, and as a result, Comfort has escaped his lane decently well. Is an arena up on Luki though? They'd love to use that right now.
They are looking to go on to Comfort. Misses on the spear! Oh no.
You can see Yaren immediately deciding to not use the blast off anymore because they do not have enough damage anymore. Full wand on that PA. Alright,
Same
Lisa.
time down bottom. Gonna go onto the Axe here. He gets a lot of spins and he is tanky. So they have the damage to bring him down. No more mana on the Storm Spirit and Axe is gonna get out. Ignite stolen here by Wake Me Up. Is gonna go onto Bloody 9 and that's the dead Ogre.
You first.
Ouch. This is going from bad to worse. This is the third time that the Storm has rotated and hasn't really gotten anything for his trouble.
Mm-hmm. And at the same time, like when Leshrac was rotating, it was for kills or stealing bounty runes. And now he's even making pressure at this tier 1 mid tower. I feel like this tier 1 mid tower is so important if you have attack-eats. But they're gonna lose it already. Yareen is gonna come in here. I'm gonna be just dead, however, for it. And they're still gonna take this tower.
He's the one who feels most keenly how important it is, and everybody else is like, yeah, dude, I gotta get my items up. So he's the only one who shows up and gets promptly deleted for his trouble.
Radiant's bottom tower is in danger.
And the bottom tower now as well. Wow.
This is like a 4,000 net was lead at 10 minutes looks fantastic here for Feld.
Yep, and they could even defend top if they really feel like it. Solji is already rotating over.
He is level 6 on the Undying as well, so he is not a small feat to take down. Has 3 points in Tombstone. And yeah, he's walking on forward. There's the Tombstone with his ultimate. Looking to turn this around, going on to Stonebank Zor. That's gonna be an arena coming out, going on to the Undying, but Solji is there. They find the kill onto the Terrorblade, onto the Mars.
Down.
This is like, this seems like a completely different Feld.
It does, and DogChamp right now, of course it's very hard with 3 of these scores if none of you are getting a good game. The TV was always going to have to recover after this lane. But the Storm Spirit felt like he made a couple of rotations without the proper vision. Empties his mana pool for nothing. Falls pretty far. I don't even want to say behind here, because the Lesh is usually going to outfarm you, but at the same time he doesn't have any input right now either.
And we see here, like, Feld, they are not looking to let go of the pressure. Another smoke. Lisa is going to be able to get away. But all of this, like, there are now 2 cores not farming. And it's the 2 cores that you want to be farming on the side of DogChamp. Even finds Stonebank Zor. He has a Blink Dagger. Finds the call here on the Stonebank. Beautiful wrap around. And they get the kill onto the Terrorblade.
That scenario later on where an axe can't kill a Terrorblade, that is really not into place just yet.
Not even close. Like, that just seemed so easy. That was like under enemy tier 2s, nearly tier 3s.
They don't have any saves, and this, I gotta say, Yaren, he was focusing on his top tower because once again, as a techies, he knows he needs these long waves. He needs some towers to go down. He can't go back there, so it has to be, well, looky. He is looking for a Blink Dagger, and he needs a lot more creeps to get there. Rayla Lisa? Ha, no way.
Yeah. We do have now a Kaya coming out here for the Storm Spirit, so that's gonna be a little bit helpful. It's still gonna be against the techies. So you still gotta be careful, but the lead is certainly there for Feld. The Blink Dagger looking for the Blade Mail on the Axe. Solji has his Yule Scepter. And the PA, she's just farming to her heart's content.
She is, and we're now getting into a scenario where this Storm Spirit previously could have had some chances to jump without the axe going on him, but this Storm is going to need a lot of time to bring down anybody, even Solji. He's got that Yule Scepter, he's pretty darn safe. So anytime Rayla Lisa jumps, Axe can take his time to line up any kind of counter jump.
And they're looking at this tier 2 bottom. At 14 minutes, Radiant knows they cannot defend, so they at least try to make the trade for the tier 1 mid. But I feel like with Diabolic Edict, Dire might just be able to defend that tier 1 tower mid as well. They are
Yep,
already in
already coming in.
position. The 3-man smoke here. Axe is the ready vis. The blink dagger goes in straight for the Storm Spirit. Storm Spirit is dead. Nice arena to come out from Luki with the spear, but not nearly enough. The heals are going to be there. They're going to focus onto Bloody Nine. They're going to focus onto Luki. They haven't even been able to take this tower, and now it's going to be able to get denied. This is a disaster. This is an absolute disaster here for DogChamp.
It's incredible. And they have such a good lineup for snowballing as well. Between this Leshrac and this Axe, you can keep the tempo going forever. Comfort doesn't actually need to show up. I'm surprised he's here at all.
Hey, Lightstone helps.
True.
There's gonna be the jump in
Yule
here, but the Yule Scepter.
Yeah, that's a tip.
That's tip worthy. I would agree.
I think Lisa would agree as well. It's like, why'd I do that again?
I thought it was 30 minutes into the game. I was level 15, 18, and not 10. Level 10. And that's the highest level for the Radiant. Like, the Terrorblade is out-leveled by the Rubik.
Oof.
The Rubik is also nearly out net-worthing the Mars, so it is not looking good here. Oh, and I'm like, what's the way back here for DogChamp? They're not supposed to be in this position.
They're not. They have a couple of their conditions though. At the very least, they have 2 towers down, so there is some dark space for Yaren to work in. Even though he hasn't been mining exactly all over the place just yet. And Feld have been doing a good job of just only sticking to areas of the map that they've previously colonized, so he hasn't had time to slip in there. But there is potential for techie shenanigans here. There's potential for Terrorblade to farm up, push some waves. He hasn't really been bothered top yet. And Feld is running out of easy targets. That said, running out of easy targets, they have, of course, with that tier 2 also taken the outposts already, which means that DogChamp is going to start hurting for experience here as well.
Yeah, and you mentioned like Irene, he was mostly been like mining up the top side of the map. That is kind of enabling for Stonebank to farm there in relative safety. But it does mean that the rest of the map is pretty much forfeit to just whatever Feld wants to do. Lisa this time gonna be able to get the zip away.
Yeah, he's really sacrificing himself here by taking the dead lane. I mean, he's also the only one who can go here without immediately dying. If this would have been Luki, who blinks out at the last possible second in mid. Fast fingers there. If it would have been Luki, he would have been dead. So good role division by DogChamp here. And in fact, this slowdown from Feld, the gold difference is already going down. Stonebank is farming up a storm right now.
Here I am.
And that's not only for the Storm Spirit, that's also for the Terrorblade. As now the arena gonna come out here, they're gonna find a quick, easy kill onto the Undying. That's the 3rd kill for them, and they're happy to take it. Maybe also looking for the Rubik. Rubik gets the blink away, similar to what Luki did.
And this is hard for Feld, because if you follow them right now, the one thing that you should not ever do is follow techies. But they want to retaliate. They're just late. He's already retreated.
Uh-oh. Zor is looking for At the same time, bottom, Zor and Lisa having a little bit of a game themselves, and Lisa wins the Juke War. And yeah, this slowdown, like, I mean, this lead has been cut in half by just this slowdown.
Yep, and it really required them to sacrifice a lot to get that mid tower down. We saw 4 heroes die there, and as it turns out now, that was still a good trade for DogChamp. If the mid tier 1 was still up, the dire mid tier 1, no way DogChamp would be making this comeback right now. And I'm calling this a comeback because of comeback in gold. I don't actually think they're out of the woods yet, mind you.
No, nowhere near are they out of the woods. But the Terrorblade, he is keeping up. He's only 500 gold behind. And now they're looking here for Zolji. The heal not going to be there, not in range for a shoe. And they find the big kill onto the Leshrac. Taking down, looking to take down the Tombstone. That's extra gold. That those are very big kills.
1,000 gold, and this is where you gotta start wondering: do we buy an early gem? And I guess it's too late
There's
already.
going to be the arena to come out here, and they can't find the jump onto the Mars. Bloody 9. He tries to TP out, but it was a try. Wake Me Up did steal a remote mine, so he's playing techies himself now. As now Zor. Oh, not enough mines. Unfortunate.
Punished. I mean, I can enjoy good techies play, but I'm also a Dota player, and if techies dies in a funny mat, Solji.
Oh, that is that's very.
Now Lisa.
Lisa is gonna jump in here to find the kill onto the Rubik. No more techie shenanigans for the Dire, and this Roche, they cannot take it anymore. Shu is gonna die to Stonebank. And suddenly we have a lead for Radiant.
They hit all their conditions. I know it sounded weird at that point, 6k behind, to say, hey, but they have a shot here, but this is exactly how it could go. Felt couldn't exactly outfarm anymore with only access to half of the map. Tried to do something about that pesky split pushing on mid and got punished.
Yeah, you mentioned split push. They took the top tier 2 as well. I don't quite know when they did that, but oh, there's gonna be the blink out here from Wake Me Up out of the arena. He again stole remote mines. He's gonna continue his stack right there.
Oh, that's gonna be so good.
Okay. There's gonna be another step. They're gonna go onto Zor here, but the tombstone gonna be there. They want to kill off the techies with the techies mines, but not gonna be able to do so. Just kill him with the culling blade. Looking to go on to Bloody 9, and finally felt able to get some counter kills there. And they want to turn that into Roche.
They do. Roche into techies though always feels risky, but luckily they still had a sentry down from their previous attempt. No arena either. This is a turn to
finished the Mascati. This is...
Oh boy.
The Stonebank want to contest this is going to be the question. They're looking for the Rubik. Rubik gets the jump away. Jump through? Nearly gets there, but they're all so low, and Stonebank gets the one tap onto Shu there. Oh, Wake Me Up gets the blink away. That is a metaphor used just for an undying.
The mines.
He has a Scotty. It's not enough. He has 2000 HP.
Is it?
Yeah.
It is. Okay.
And says, Bloody 9, your health is now mine.
A blood bank. That's okay.
Position 5 life.
But Aegis in the hands of Solji. One of the better Aegis carriers in the game. I think Leshrac rivaled pretty much only by the Storm Spirit, I'd say, actually, in terms of just raw damage output that you get out of that hero being alive again. This is definitely one of those guys that if he empties out his mana pool, you'd rather just let him live and kill the rest of his team. You don't want to give him that sweet refill.
And now, like we mentioned about like how Lisa was getting caught out, his game was very far behind. He's number 3 in net worth. The Terrorblade, number 1 in net worth. There's gonna be the smoke here from Felt. They must feel themselves that like they need to make some plays happen. Comfort has this Desolator, now looking for the BKB. What can they find? Ooh, the Storm Spirit Illusion spots out the smoke.
It's not totally wasted though. They really needed to get some vision down. All their clashes on mid made sure that all of their vision in the bottom jungle timed out. Shu is going in all the way. They're setting up for a base push here. And now it's up to them to challenge DogChamp, to get them to play on that bottom side of the map where there are no mines. They're gonna press that button. Ding dong, anybody home? No, we're gonna steal your base.
And with Leshrac killing off that base is gonna be very quick. And he has maxed out the Diabolic Edict.
Right, at least is looking to cut one more wave here, though.
One more wave after. Okay.
Miscalculated? Or simply sneaking out? We may never know.
He wants this wave, of course.
He had good reason to assume that they would be guarding the other wave, I think.
Yeah, and they're gonna go up here onto the high ground. Solji is here 2 minutes on the Aegis. TPs are gonna be forced back. Make the tower bigger, Ogre. They're gonna jump here straight onto Bloody 9. Jump. Stun coming out onto the PA, but they already lost the Leshak. And now they're gonna go onto the PA. Where's your safe to come out? He jumps away. Not enough damage. A few more right clicks. The mine does enough. What?
He was so convinced they were not gonna come back. But yeah, you only get one jump on the PA. It was in, and he was in too bloody deep. But normally you probably get the Aegis on your PA, but this is Leshak. He thought they were just gonna straight up push. He had the Aegis in his pocket after all. Just put him in front and say, hey, engage into me. Comfort went wildly off course there.
Even for that, like, he just lost his Aegis to tower shots and a few pokes.
Yeah.
And now Stonebank, he still has meta. The rest of his team is not here though. Okay. You know, one carry says, hey, I want to go in too deep. The other carry says, I want to go in too deep as well. Yeah, it's Dota.
Yeah, mess me up, fam. Let's go.
That was just odd from both sides.
Really fair. I didn't expect to see such communistic sentiments come out from NA though. One kill for you, one kill for me.
You know, a lot of Canada here on the side of DogChamp, of course.
Looky.
Uh-oh, they're gonna go in here, comfort. That's gonna be the arena. And not quite enough to finish off the Rubik, thanks to the heals of Shu. And now it's gonna turn the attention towards the Mars. Mars is dead. And Bloody 9 just TP'd on out.
Not exactly the trade you'd normally make a core first support, but okay. At the very least, the TBS now respawn. And he's got not everything back up, but they can hold one more wave and then they've got another meta.
They don't have Aegis anymore, so this is a little bit scarier for the Leshak. As we've seen, he can die pretty quickly.
I'm over here.
Yep, and they're pushing versus the techies, let's not forget about that either. They can clear waves so fast. So Lesh needs to be able to actually stand on front, but here, this Ogre multicasts.
How much battle pass did you buy, Bloody 9? That's gonna be the question.
We need to know for science.
Axe has finished a BKB of his own, so he's gonna be pretty tanky, and his calls need to be on point for Feld. This game, it looked really good, like between the 10 and 15 minute mark. DogChamp are back in it, and like this Terrorblade and Storm Spirits, they're very, very big.
Selfish.
Seen that TB, he had some time to live there, even alone against 5 heroes without his team to back him up. That won't happen again.
Yeah, they're gonna jump here straight onto the Undying, and a few little love taps here by Stonebank are enough to take him down. They're looking to, that's gonna be the call. They want to still fight this. Stonebank is gonna get gone on here. He does have Sunder. Can he get Sunder off? No! The Calling Blade from Zor is going to be there. Ooh, that was so close.
Yeah. I mean, I said that's not going to happen again, and it could have been either not happening again because his team was there or because he had too much HP now, but as it turns out, neither were the case. Again, he was up that far without his Storm Spirit having BKB. I thought Raylalise already had it. That's painful, and now Yaren's going to lose his life for it as well.
Very low, he's just dead. And Luki though did try to go onto Zor. There's going to be a mine. Not enough damage to finish him. And he is now out of the range of that mine. Luki. I feel like they were trying to be a little bit cheeky there. But that turned around on them. And so we're gonna go here and look at just how that just happened in that previous fight there. They found the Undying, but yeah, the rest of the team is not there. It is just Stonebank and Bloody Nine.
And several times so close before that stun in here as well, just before the call comes up, but the Axis B could be... Unfortunate if you're Stonebank, but yeah, once again, maybe shouldn't have been there. This is one of those things that's hard to discuss as a team, right? Should he not have been there, or should his team have been up there with him? Because either of those two scenarios is fine. It's just that when both don't work...
He's gonna get gone on here, uses his BKB, but he is now down. He's the big fight initiator for Dire. That's a lot of gold for Stonebank as well. He's gonna have his own BKB.
Big streak and quite a bit of freedom for DogChamp after that kill right now. They can move up pretty much unhindered because that big initiator is gone. They might just want to go for this middle tower. The Stonebank seems to be content to farm though. He doesn't have a metamorph either. He'll take it easy. So instead it's just mining time for Yaren.
He has the new battle pass. He knows this wave was worth more than mid tower. The new bounty counter. As Luki, he still wants that tower though. He's gonna take that wave. Axe is gonna be up in 10 seconds, and it looks like they want to defend this. Bloody Nine TP'd in and did die. Not quite sure what happened there.
Trying to keep him there for long enough until the rest of his team arrives to punish, because that would have been a fight without Mars, but not really enough response from the rest of his team.
Oh
no!
That is the Satanic for the PA delayed by 3 minutes.
Oh, that's big.
Luki finds that big current. They're looking here for the axe. With them, but their spear misses. Zor gets a BKB out, but does not matter.
And now they're ready for that push.
Yeah, now they have a BKB on the Terrorblade. At the same time, though, Dire, they got enough time to take Roche Aegis into the hands of the PA and Shard for the PA as well.
That's going to be huge versus the Mars. Break removes so much of attack ability.
Still looking for a fight here. There's gonna be the meta. They're gonna go straight for the Undying. Undying is dead. Find anything more? Comfort just gonna go for the TP. Yeah, everybody is pretty much out.
What a wild standoff. Aegis on the PA, which is going to be absolutely huge versus a lineup that's quite bursty, actually, if you look at what DogChamp can bring. But then on the other hand, they're working into 3 9-second BKBs on the side of DogChamp right now. The PA is going to have to do most of the heavy lifting on her own, unless there is an amazing call by Zor.
Radiant are scanning for enemies.
Yep, that is certainly the case there. And we'll have to see her. Rayla Lisa also has been very quietly just farming, has now a Bloodthorn finish. I mean, this Storm Spirit...
Not like that.
Yeah. Oh, they are gonna find here... Oh, goodbye, techies. They jumped straight past the mines.
Yeah.
And... Oh, he was seen by the ward. He even pinks out, he's like, yeah, guys, they have a ward there. I'm pretty sure because I died right there. As at the same time, Bloody Nine also dies to comfort.
I'm not even trying right now, and I'm lagging.
Getting deleted. And now they're marching on, and yet no mines on this side of the map right now.
And they have Aegis on the PA. It's gonna be the jump through from Rayla Lisa. They also stole the remote mines again by the Rubik. And they're gonna go up onto the high ground. With the Diabolic Edict, this tier 3 taking a lot of damage. Jump in from Rayla Lisa. But has Yule Scepter on the Lash Drag, and that's a dead tier 3 tower. Looking for the range track, permanent damage. There's no Treant Protector in this game. And they get that.
Stay.
Comfort is gonna get Sansi. What a split!
Beautiful. Solji. Yeah,
You said you wanted to see him pop off. There it is. There it is.
Yep. This game has not been smooth sailing, but he shows up in a big way just
There's
when it
gonna be an
matters.
arena connecting onto the Leshak. Leshak gets his BKB off. BKB from the Mars as well. Lift onto Comfort. They're gonna take the racks. At the same time, Terrorblade is split pushing bottom. Stonebank doesn't want to take this fight as long as the Aegis is there, and Storm Spirit is still dead for a little while. They're gonna be... Oh, Aegis nearly goes down, but will survive. Done.
This is an Aghanim Scepter techies right now. Yaren hasn't just been putting this money away into the Swiss bank account. He has actually invested it, and he deals a lot of damage.
Comfort jumps in here onto Stonebank. Stonebank gets away. BKB now from Zor. They want to lock down this Terrorblade. Terrorblade has meta up, but doesn't want to use it without the Storm Spirit. It's going to be forced though. Comfort gets the jump away and will be fine. There's gonna be a big mind stack. They wanna force him away. That's gonna be an easy kill. Boom! Shakalaka and jump in here from Comfort. Eliminates the Ogre. Stonebank still has the meta up and there's no BKB. Looking to go onto Zor. Zor is gonna get lifted up here, but it's going to die. That's a gem on the ground and waking up, jumps in there, trying to go for the TP. Will have it. But at the same time, Comfort has been caught out. He gets the bash on the Stonebank. Stonebank! It's gonna go down to Shu out of all of them. Can they kill off Comfort again? That's gonna be the stun from Bloody 9. The Satanic come out. Rayla Lisa with the lockdown, the spear with the arena is going to be there. They don't hit him. Finally they get the kill and they're looking for more. It's a Rayla Lisa show now. And Solji, it is 1 versus 3. Split Earth connects, but does he have the damage? It is not enough. Storm Spirit will still die but it is a full team wipe. As the Techies and Mars, the last ones alive.
That was one
fight.
hell of an effort from both teams. Incredible that it is the heroes that respawn coming back in deciding that one in the end.
Yeah. Also, I just loved the Techies team gets Techies. Who doesn't love seeing that? And Mars just getting eliminated by Mines. Chef's kiss right there. Chef's kiss right there.
Absolutely. And now Lucky does not have a buyback in a very crucial phase of the game. He won't have that when the next Roshan is up.
Not even trying right now, and I'm lagging.
Okay. So we have here a little pause here. Let's take a quick look here. What we have here, the end of that fight. The Leshak staying alive very, very long there with his BKB and the damage he puts out there.
Rayla no choice but to turn and fight. His mana pool is completely empty.
Yeah.
That fight took way too long for everybody.
Very much so. But we saw, like, even after Stonebank was dead, who actually has finished a full MKB. I don't think we have mentioned that yet. He is very farmed. Like Rayla Lisa, they still have the damage to go through that PA. At one point, they were all hitting her, and it was all being evaded, which looked very funny. It's just a 10% HP, and she's just surviving until the God's Rebukes came out, and you can't evade that one.
Yeah, but that's how bad the game could be if they hadn't itemized against her that well. And yeah, something that I want to point out, by the way, we saw the Terrorblade split pushing, but he did actually get a Rax.
Ooh.
So this game is roughly even right now, with Felt having a little bit more gold, but also losing a side lane barracks, which is a little bit harder to deal with than the mid lane.
And in the previous game, we talked about like that at the ultra late game, the PA feels like kind of like an unstoppable force. In this game, I'm not sure if she can be that against the Terrorblade.
Against the TB is certainly rough. The TB right now doesn't have that much damage yet, though. Once he has the Satanic, this is going to become even worse for her.
You love me.
Alright. Let's go.
Let's go. Okay, man, go.
Fine, I guess we'll play Dota.
I guess. So that's what we're here for. And Yurin, he's again playing so annoying.
He's in the same place every single time. That's mind game.
There's gonna be the jump straight into the mines. It's not enough. He gets his BKB off. But that's where like Mars with techies is very nice. And BKB is long enough.
Just about. Wake Me Up actually timed that perfectly. Also, props to Wake Me Up, by the way. I don't think we gave him enough credit for yoinking the gem there after it got dropped by Zor, who now has it back in its own pocket.
Yeah, the gem is very, very important. I like once a little bit of time has passed, it's a little bit less important since you can rebuy it. But especially when you buy a gem and immediately use it, it feels so bad against the techies. And also,
if they didn't have that gem, I doubt they would be able to actually go for this new high ground attempt here without any Aegis to back them up. And there are mines here.
There are mines. Taking player off the wave. And remote mine stolen once again by the Rubik. Looking to set up something similar to what he did in the mid lane. But it's already getting pinged out. I believe Radiant most likely is gonna be aware of it this time. And both sides just jumping on in straight from Lalisa. They're going for the axe here, but the save from Wake Me Up. And that's Arena and BKB down on the Storm Thread. Jump in here from Zor, misses, and the pause. Oh, legs.
Oh, you do not want to be lagging right now. And I do think that jump from Zor there was short and late as well.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And everybody just disengaging.
That was only units off from Lalisa though. He knows exactly where those mines are and is aiming just next to them.
Mm-hmm.
Top tower is under attack.
He also did use his BKB for that, so there's now like 40 seconds out. BKB for them. Jump in here from Lalisa. Misses the spear though. BKB from the Mars trying to fight back here, but he is just going to go down. Stonebank with the Metamorphosis is going to hit. Comfort jumps now in. The bash coming here onto Stonebank. Stonebank gets the Sunder off. Kills off Shu. Now looking for Solchi. Gets the A on this. Sunder stolen by Wake Me Up. Heals off the PA. Looking to kill off everybody but the PA. Stonebank. Does he have the damage? Comfort. He's just fighting back. There's no more Sunder. And the Terrorblade does go down. PA, however, solo goes down. And that's a dead PA. Lalisa now jumping in. Heal onto the Lash Strike. Lash Strike is more than enough damage. And that's a dieback on Lalisa. Stonebank needs to be careful. He doesn't have the meta up anymore. Ooh.
If they hold this, it's by the skin of their teeth. But they have a techies. And you can see Felt considering it. Mines being planted on both sides.
Yeah. US and Russia during the Cold War, you just prepare. There's the jump straight onto the techies. Now the Sunder onto Stonebank. Stonebank has his own Sunder, heals up for a little bit, but he is forced to back away. He doesn't have anything anymore. He is dead. And that's now 5 heroes good down for the side of DogChamp. And did Felt just do it? There's no GG call yet. Can Bloody Knight can't hold this?
I don't think so, no. They both died back. They all died back. There's just Looky in 30 seconds.
And you don't have 30 seconds against Diabolic Edict.
You don't? I mean, you have to hope, right?
There's gonna be the jump onto the Ogre. They're just trying to stall for time. But that's another hero dead. 5 seconds, no, this Ancient is dead. Is it?
It's dying slowly.
Hits back up, the Arena comes out, misses the spear due to the BKB, and they're just hitting onto the Ancient. Looky, his BKB has run out. Now the Glyph to come out. And
nobody's coming.
There's the GG. And Felt. Ooh. This was a close one.